Yo,
What's
yo, yo,
happening?
what's good? Hey, this is another great episode of Jan Rob Show. Rob, what's up?
What's happening, my brother? What's happening to everybody?
Hey, boy, we had some good college games yesterday. We got some great ones on today. So we're gonna talk about college first, then we're gonna get in the NFL. These playoffs coming up. These parlays gonna be real nice coming up. It should be easier, I guess, because everybody gonna play hard now. Everybody gonna be on
Think
the field. So,
you would think
but
it'd be a lot easier, but we shall see.
Yep. But you already know what we got to do when we get on here. We got to play that theme music.
Go ahead and drop it, bro.
Let's get it.
Talking about them Florida boys,
Jay and Rob, known to get the job.
Talking sports and talking smack. Realest podcast on the map. On your streaming platform, you can listen in the morning with some coffee.
With some coffee.
That's my routine. All the realest topics coming from the home team. If they ever ask who we listen
Who you listen
who we
to?
listen to, who we listen to.
But I always get you going right there, boy.
No doubt, no doubt. What's going on, my brother?
What's good with you, man? We got a crazy weekend coming up in NFL, but we got a
That we do. So a lot of games that's gonna be counting. That's gonna mean something. There's a lot of games that ain't gonna be meaning nothing.
lot of games that ain't gonna be meaning nothing more than the games that be meaning something. But we're gonna get the NFL in a few minutes. But let's talk about college, man. So a couple, you know,
Every game that I thought was gonna go one way went the other way yesterday.
that's because you talking about the ones that won in the playoff games. Talking about the non-playoff games, just the bowl games, right?
Right.
Yeah. Um, man, it was a bunch of crazy stuff happened yesterday. Bunch of teams that you didn't think was gonna win and you bet it on, it went sideways. Especially like who thought everybody would have picked Alabama to beat Michigan.
Right. I did.
Michigan, it was crazy. Michigan ran the ball better than Alabama. So, and Michigan, their defense played great too. Um, Alabama quarterback Miro, they got to him a lot. Um,
Dude, it's
and
just not that good though.
I knew. I don't think it's not him that not that good. I just think the play calling is bad. I just think
It's
when
some of
Saban,
them ain't clean.
because when Saban was there, that play calling was way different, and Saban made him look a lot better. But this guy, Calabon, or whatever his name is, he is he looking bad. Alabama don't lose to teams like that. Just like they don't lose to Vanderbilt, they don't lose to Oklahoma, they don't lose to certain teams, and they lost to a lot of teams that they should have lost to this year. But I just said I already knew when Nick Saban left, it was over with for Alabama because every
Right.
year is gonna be they're gonna lose 2 to 3 games because that coach don't have it.
Not at
He can
all.
recruit. He can recruit all the 5 stars he want, but you still got to coach them up.
Yep, no doubt about that. Set a mouthful it up, brother.
And you got to know who to put in. Because if you got too many 5 and 4 stars, but you don't know who got that grind, who got that heart, hey, you're gonna be looking crazy.
Indeed.
Because everybody's not a starter.
But how you think them games gonna go today? Cause I need to put some parlays in. I ain't put nothing in yet.
Well, I already said I thought Texas was gonna dominate Arizona State. I think Notre Dame gonna put up a fight. I think if they get some turnovers against Georgia, I think they could beat Georgia. But that's only if they could get turnovers and things of that nature. But
they're pretty good against the run.
That's what I'm saying. So because Georgia's playing,
that's what they're gonna lean on more than anything today. Because Beck is hurt.
Georgia playing with that backup quarterback, and I think this stage it could be too big. It could be too big for them, but we'll see. But that's like South Carolina lost to. South Carolina went down to Illinois last night.
Nobody saw that coming.
They was a big underdog, Illinois, because they from the Mountain West too, just like Boise State. Even though Boise State didn't look good, because I think the big stage was just too much for them. Their quarterback was never good to me. I just thought
Gentry fumbled about 3 times.
Yeah, I just thought Gentry was the whole, and they made it their business to put everybody down and to stop Gentry. They knew the quarterback couldn't throw like that, and but another thing though, Boise State could have made it a game. They had a lot of miscues. They had
a lot of bad penalties too.
They had a lot of missed field goals.
They had a penalty that called a touchdown back.
Yep. And it was gonna make them within 3 points. See, they wasn't ready for this big stage.
Not at all.
And because they're so used to Boise State was so used to not being, because they games never really prime time. They always play late. They always play late at night. And unless they're playing somebody like Oregon, Oregon, that's the only person they really lost to. That's who they lost to, Oregon. When they played Oregon or somebody like that, that was the only time they really was big time on TV. But other than that, they didn't have big time games. So I just look at it as they let the big stage get to them. Yeah, pressure bust pipes. So I just thought that stage got to them. They wasn't used to that. But because they was easy in the game. They was easily in the game. They
got down the field a few times. They just couldn't.
Yeah.
They just couldn't score. Couldn't convert.
Yeah. But yeah, South Carolina went down to Illinois 21-17. You would think that they because South Carolina got that quarterback is pretty good. Sellers, Lenore Sellers.
Yeah.
He's a good runner on the ball. I thought South Carolina D-line was going to dominate Illinois' O-line, but that's them big country boys. One thing about the Big Ten, well, they ain't in the Big Ten no more, but one thing about those schools from the Big Ten, the Mountain West, all them schools like that. Oh, that's pass interference. Look at that on Texas, man, on Arizona State. But they keep them road graders on that offensive line. They keep them big 6'7", 6'6", cornbread fed offensive linemen. And I just thought South Carolina was gonna be way better. They D line was gonna hurt Illinois' offensive line, because I seen South Carolina beat Ole Miss. I believe Ole Miss. They beat, I think they
Alabama.
So I just thought that D line, I don't know if somebody was hurt or not, but that D line, man, they was the deal. They was the best, one of the best D line in the country.
Yeah,
I just knew that D line was gonna hurt Illinois, but it didn't happen. They got back there a few times, but it wasn't nothing like that, like I thought it was gonna be. So they went down. Michigan 19-13. Alabama, you ain't scoring no points. So that's why you thought you should be in the playoffs. You ain't scoring. Y'all scored 13 points against Michigan. And Michigan don't throw the ball at all.
Not at all, because they ain't never had no quarterback like that. They used to try to hype McCarthy up, but he wasn't all that.
Nope. You got LSU.
They ain't had no good quarterback in a while.
Yep. LSU beat Baylor. Louisville beat Louisville beat Washington.
They called that game as well.
So, man, the SEC and the ACC right now bowl game got a bad record.
Yep.
Both of them got a bad record. But I really want to talk about the SEC. See, this is why I say you have to play the game. This is why I understand the SEC is the best. It is the best conference. But don't say that a SEC team, because that's all, because like this year at the playoffs, every year y'all think 5-6 SEC teams should get in there because they play in the SEC. But it's showing you it don't matter what conference you're in. You got to play the game. You got to play the games.
No doubt.
SEC is a great conference. It is. But don't think no other team from another conference can't beat them. They could be beat.
It's been proven. You see how Texas just got in. You see how Texas just got into the SEC because look what it was all that time. But they proved that they can contend with the SEC league, not in the SEC.
Because with the NIL, with all these NIL deals, Texas has the most money. Texas A&M, all them Texas schools got that money. They got that oil money. So They could compete. They could compete. They could buy people just as well as, and I want to get on Miami. I got to get on y'all. Miami, y'all had a $20 million roster in NIL. Y'all made it to the Pop-Tart Bowl. Y'all made it to the Pop-Tart Bowl. Y'all look garbage. You let Cam Ward, he throws 3 touchdowns and breaks the double NCAA record for touchdowns, and then he sits out. Now, I just think that's a problem. He should have not played. If he didn't want to play, he should have not played. I get you want the record, but you shouldn't have left your team out there.
I know one thing. Did you see that boy with Penn State last night, the tight end?
Yes, number 44. He looked like a Dallas Clark. He looked like another Dallas Clark.
Man, that joker huge.
Yeah, huge. He looked just like he looked just like Dallas Clark to me. And he wore the same number.
Hey, I don't know if he get that inspiration from him, but boy, he was boy. I hate to throw the ball to him, boy. I have to try to tackle him, boy. I tell you that.
Hey, bro, and he catch the ball.
Yeah,
and he catch the ball. He that deal now.
I hate to see him on a pass route. I have to go tackle him.
And he a bruiser too, because he'll run you over. I done seen him run. He run people right over. He looked like a fullback playing tight end.
You seen the running back ran somebody over last night? On Penn State. They ran somebody over. I think that was Singleton or Allen.
That was Singleton. But Allen had the most yards though. Allen had 130.
Singleton broke out for that 50-yard touchdown though.
That ended the game.
Somebody, I say, man, I ain't seen Singleton really do too much of nothing. This thing, you know, he break out for that touchdown.
That ended the game. Do you see?
It was, but they still in it.
Did you see Jackson State? We're gonna go to HBCU a little bit, but you see Jackson State beat South Carolina State in the Cricket Celebration Bowl. That's the same bowl they go. HBCU, both of the sides of HBCU go to that bowl every year.
Yeah.
Jackson State beat them 28-7. Jackson State is still looking good after Deion left. Deion left that program in a good state, as in as in endorsements. Right. Endorsements and all that stuff. He left him in the good. He didn't leave him into shambles like Jimbo Fisher left FSU in the shambles. Because he set us up. He set us up for failure. Keep telling everybody. That's where our failure went down right there. Jimbo Fisher. He stopped recruiting. He stopped recruiting after the last recruitment class that we had that when we lost to Oregon. That class right there was the last.
You see it work out for him in Texas A&M.
I already knew it wasn't gonna work out for him. It's the SEC. I knew it wasn't gonna work out for him. And he had and Texas A&M got the most money. They got more money than Texas. They and he still couldn't get him there. Well, he got people there. He got A-Chain and all those kind of players. He had some good players, but I just knew they weren't gonna win the SEC.
That's what I was going to see.
I knew they weren't gonna win the SEC, but it's and when he got fired, I was happy. But they still paying him, man. They still paying Jimbo.
Hey, they are, but they got rid of him though.
They got rid of him. Because they got the money. They had the money to pay him off. They had a $70 million. That joker had a $70 million contract, 10 years, and I think he made it 5 years. I don't even think it was 5. I think he made 5 or 6 years maybe, and they had to pay the rest of it off. But
I tell you this: if Norvell don't do nothing this year, boy, he out of there.
Yeah, I think they set him up for failure. But
I can't blame him. I can't blame him for what happened with the playoffs. I can't blame him on that. But man, we looked awful this year.
Let me tell you what I really think it was, man. Me and my cousin talking about it, man. Let me tell you what I really think it was, bro. I really think it was we still had that not making it to the playoffs slump. I think we really, because we just went with DJ. DJ was horrible. I'm glad. I hope I don't never see him I hope he'll never be in Tallahassee ever again. DJ Anglo, whatever his hell his name is. But the thing is, I think they set Norvell up. Reason why I think they didn't get rid of him when they fired everybody else, because they still got him under the contract. I think if we don't win 8 games this year coming up, he out of there. And hey, there you go. I'm glad you said that. Boom. Hey, Mike Norvell. But I think he's gonna I think they brought Gus Malzahn in there. Gus Malzahn probably be the head coach. I think they set them up for failure.
I think that's what's gonna happen too.
What you think? I think they set them up for failure, bro.
If he falls short, Gus Malzahn gonna take over.
Because Gus Malzahn been a head coach. He the one we beat in the championship game when he was at Auburn.
Right.
And and everybody's like they don't want Florida State to become that kind of team, but Gus Malzahn run the ball. If you look at Auburn, when he was at Auburn, he ran the ball. He had a running quarterback. That's why I say Thomas Castellanos is the best in the best situation in Gus Malzahn offense.
Yeah,
because he does that run option quarterback. Because look who he had.
The nonsense right off the rip. We play Alabama.
You see that we play Alabama first game. But I feel like we'll beat. I know we was horrible last year, but with the stuff we done put in this year, I'm ready to see that spring game. With stuff we done put in this year, I think we'll beat Alabama. They're horrible. They got all on 5, 4 stars.
Alabama got beat by Vanderbilt, bro.
No shit. That's what I be telling people. They're not Alabama no more. I knew since Nick Saban had to leave his last run when they cheated us last year. That was his last stint, and I knew if they ain't win the championship, and they made it with Alabama getting there for Nick Saban could have one more try at a championship. It didn't work for him, and I know he kicking himself about that, but bro, Let's get this NFL, man.
Yeah, no doubt.
So we got a bunch of meaningless games, of course, this week. No Thursday night games tomorrow. We start on Saturday. Now Saturday games, the Saturday games mean something. Both of the Saturday games mean something.
Both of the Saturday games mean something.
You got the Browns
So
and the Ravens.
The Saturday game gonna dictate what the Sunday game gonna mean.
Yep. You got the Browns at the Ravens. Ravens need to win, try to win the division, get that division win for they get a home game. The Steelers need to beat the Bengals to try to keep the division.
The Bengals need to win.
The Bengals need to win, and they need the Dolphins and the Denver Broncos to lose. Then you got
which honestly, if you look at it, neither one of them teams playing their starters. The the Kansas City, what you call it?
Who?
I'm saying Kansas City not playing their starters, and then the Jets not playing their starters.
The Jets?
Yeah. You think the Jets gonna play these? Well, the Jets ain't got nothing to play for, so that's why I say I don't think they're gonna play these starters.
No, they supposed to play. They're supposed to play.
Well, then Miami got a chance of losing that game, so it can go either way with that. But
yeah,
I think for a fact Kansas City not playing.
No, Kansas City ain't playing nobody. What I was about to say.
This ain't no blunt, brother. I can't read your mind.
Yeah, I got that. The Panthers and the Falcons play. So the Panthers need to I hope they beat the Falcons. Going to try to win that game. Of course, they playing their starters because they're going to still try to win the NFC South.
You know, I'm pulling for the Saints and the Falcons. I'm pulling for them.
I bet you are.
Like, that would really make my day this weekend if the Saints and the Falcons win. Boy, that would really, really stir me up good.
That ain't going to happen, though.
I know there's a good chance it ain't going to happen, but that would really make my weekend. Besides, if we beat, and I think we will, if we beat Seattle with Wentz, I think it'll go somewhere.
Who
knows?
The Commanders play the Cowboys. The Bears play the Packers. The Texans play the Titans. That ain't gonna be nothing. The Jaguars play the Colts. Neither one of them playing for nothing. The Bills ain't playing
Detroit.
The Bills ain't playing their players.
Got nothing to play for.
Nope. So the Patriots might lose the number one pick if they lose. If they win. And the Giants playing the Eagles, but the Giants probably win because the Eagles ain't playing their starters. They're not playing Saquon. They said they're not playing nobody.
Smart move. But they should have at least played Saquon until he broke the record. At least
they should have played him. They should have played one half.
Yeah, that would have made more sense than anything. Because who knows what would happen? But with his injury history, I don't blame him.
That record been up for 40 years. Ain't nobody going. It's hard to get close to that. That shit ain't happening no time soon. So I think they should have went for it. The Chiefs play the Broncos. They ain't playing nobody. The Broncos gonna pretty much win that game. The Chargers and the Raiders.
If the Broncos lose and the Dolphins lose, everybody better be scared in that ALC, boy, because you're gonna open that door for Joe Burrow.
Yeah, I said the same thing. I say the same thing.
I think it'll make more money than anything. Then the Broncos getting in there because the Broncos, everybody know the Broncos gonna fall short in the first round.
Yeah. The Chargers and the Raiders, the Seahawks play the Rams. If the Rams lose, they'll drop their seed now. And if we'll win, we'll go up.
Hey, we play Detroit, that'll be lovely.
That probably I might play.
That would be lovely if we play Detroit the first round and put them out the first round. That'll be lovely.
The Dolphins play the Jets. The 49ers play the Cardinals. Neither one of them playing for nothing. But the biggest game of the weekend is 2 14-2 teams. One could be a bye, one could have a first round bye, and one to be a fifth seed. That's the biggest game of the weekend.
Yeah, that's Minnesota and Detroit. With that, I think Minnesota's gonna pull it off. So the 49ers just took them to the T. They just took them to the max with backup players.
Yeah, I think so too. But definitely, we got a lot of good college games on today. We'll come back to talk to y'all about these, but talk more about these NFL games, get these parlays in. But bro, what you got to say before we get over here?
Hey, y'all stay blessed and good luck with y'all parlays this weekend because the week's getting shorter and shorter. We ain't gonna have nothing to bet on pretty soon.
It's gonna be hurting. It's gonna hurt.
Yeah, then you gotta go to lotto tickets there.
Yep. So everybody, y'all have a great blessed day. Them Bucks going to the playoffs after this weekend. But
sounds good. I like how you say that the Bucks going to the playoffs. Like, whereas I can say is we in the playoffs. You know what I mean?
It's okay. It's okay. Y'all gonna lose the first round.
This sound good. You know, I think I might get my ticket to LA to go see that parade.
What parade? The parade that y'all made the playoffs. That's it.
No, the parade we win it all.
I hear you. But hey, thank you everybody for coming out. This is another great episode of Jay and Rob Show. Y'all continue to come out watching the great show of Jay and Rob. We'll be getting with y'all about these games of the weekend pretty soon. Once again, another great episode of Jay and Rob Show.